Welcome to Awakened Awareness, where ideas transform lives. Imagine a world where the constant clash of words isn't a sign of strength, but of weakness. A world where debates don't elevate us but expose our insecurities. Today we'll explore a provocative question. Is true strength found in argument, or does it lie in those who transcend the need for it? In this journey, we'll uncover how our obsession with reason and debate might be a mask for insecurity, and how instinct, often dismissed, could be the key to authenticity and power. The trap of constant argument. Debate is often seen as the pinnacle of intelligence. Social media, panel discussions, and even casual conversations are saturated with endless arguments. But why do we argue so much? Is it to exchange ideas or to validate our existence? Reflect on your last argument. Did it resolve anything, or was it a futile attempt to change someone else's perspective? More often than not, our debates are like shouting into the wind, full of sound, but achieving little. Philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche challenges us to question this obsession with argument. For him, the incessant need to debate stems not from strength, but from weakness. It is a way to compensate for an inability to act. The energy spent on endless discussions could instead be channeled into creating something meaningful. The question is, are we debating to seek truth or to mask our insecurities? Reason, a double-edged sword. Socrates, the father of Western philosophy, believed that reason was the lamp that illuminated ignorance. However, his legacy also left us with a compulsion to justify everything. This obsessive reasoning can paralyze us. Imagine someone overanalyzing every detail before making a decision, trapped in a labyrinth of justifications. What was meant to clarify becomes a burden. The French philosopher Blaise Pascal offered a counterpoint, saying, "The heart has its reasons, which reason does not know. Intuition and instinct often guide us better than logic can." Think about a moment when you acted on instinct, perhaps a split-second decision in a crisis, and it worked out perfectly. Yet we live in a world where the inability to explain such actions makes us feel guilty or irrational. Instinct, the forgotten strength. Ancient hunter-gatherer societies relied on instinct for survival. They didn't debate whether to run, hunt, or fight. They acted. Modern life, however, has conditioned us to distrust our instincts. We're taught to analyze, justify, and seek validation for every choice we make. But are we better off? Take the example of a soccer player making a game-winning move. They don't calculate angles or analyze probabilities in the moment. They act on a deep, instinctive knowledge honed by practice. Nietzsche saw this kind of instinctive strength as superior to logic. A lion doesn't justify its hunt, it simply acts. Yet we've built a society where every action demands an explanation, making us doubt even our most natural impulses. The tyranny of modern morality. Nietzsche critiqued modern morality as a construct that inhibits instinct. He believed religions like Christianity elevated sacrifice and denial of desires, turning natural instincts into something to be corrected. This has left us insecure, constantly questioning whether our actions align with an external moral code. Consider how often you feel guilty for prioritizing yourself. You hesitate to spend money on something you love, or to say no to obligations, fearing judgment. Nietzsche's critique is clear. Modern morality creates doubt where none should exist. Instead of living authentically, we conform to inherited values that often make us miserable. Justice, power disguised as morality. Nietzsche's critique of justice is equally unsettling. He argued that justice is rarely impartial. It's often a tool of the powerful to maintain control, or the weak to limit the strong. In international conflicts or even daily life, justice is frequently shaped by those with the power to enforce their version of it. Are our debates about justice truly about fairness, or are they veiled attempts to impose our worldview on others? Take a closer look at social media arguments. They often begin with noble intentions, but quickly devolve into heated exchanges with no resolution. Nietzsche saw this as a form of resentment, a frustration born of powerlessness, expressed through words rather than actions. The balance between reason and instinct. Nietzsche didn't dismiss reason altogether. Instead, he advocated for a balance between reason and instinct. Imagine walking a tightrope. Instinct keeps you moving, while reason helps you adjust your balance. Lean too heavily on either side, and you fall. Life requires both rational clarity and the courage to trust your gut. Consider an entrepreneur starting a business. Instinct drives their vision, while reason helps them plan and mitigate risks. Without instinct, they might never start. Without reason, they might fail. Nietzsche's ideal is a harmonious integration of these forces, allowing us to act with authenticity and clarity. The Übermensch, transcending conventional morality. Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch, or Overman, embodies this integration. The Übermensch transcends societal values, creating their own. Picture a lone tree in an open field. Without the shade of others, it grows strong and self-reliant. This is the essence of the Übermensch, someone who finds strength within and doesn't seek external validation. In today's world, the Übermensch might be an entrepreneur, disrupting an industry, or an artist defying conventions. These individuals trust their instincts, take risks, and forge their own paths. But such a life requires courage. It's easier to follow the well-trodden path than to create a new one. Nietzsche's challenge is this: are we willing to face the solitude of creating our own values? Moving beyond justification. The need to justify every decision is a trap. Think about the last time you made a spontaneous choice that turned out to be the right one. Perhaps you accepted an unexpected opportunity or acted quickly in a moment of crisis. Despite the positive outcome, did you later question whether it was the right thing to do? This is the tyranny of modern morality, which makes us doubt even our best instincts. Nietzsche invites us to abandon this need for justification. True freedom lies in trusting ourselves and living authentically. Imagine a life guided not by societal expectations, but by your own inner compass. It's not about rejecting reason, but about integrating it with instinct to create a life that's uniquely yours. The call to action. So, where do these reflections lead us? Nietzsche's philosophy isn't just about ideas. It's a call to action. Reflect on the last time you acted without explaining yourself. Maybe it was a small decision, like taking a different route home, or a big one, like pursuing a dream. How liberating was it? This is the strength Nietzsche champions. Action that springs from within, unafraid of judgment or justification. It's not about convincing others. It's about living authentically. In a world full of expectations, the ultimate question is, who decides what's right for you? Conclusion. The journey forward growth comes from challenging what's comfortable. Nietzsche's ideas may unsettle us, but they also empower us to take control of our choices. As you reflect on these thoughts, remember, true strength doesn't need justification. It acts, creates, and transforms. The next move is yours. Will you continue to seek external validation, or will you trust your instincts and chart your own path? The answer lies not in words, but in action. Welcome to Awakened Awareness, a space where ideas inspire transformation. Now take the first step toward living authentically. The world awaits your answer.